Live, Laugh, Loot contains foul language, violence, drug and alcohol references, and irreverent humor. So if you're not a fan of all that, then don't watch the show. Okay, bye.
I feel like you're skipping something.
Am I skipping something?
I'm feeling that you've skipped over some aspect of this opening process.
I don't know. But I will say this, Navi, this is the last opportunity you have to be really nice to me and not interrupt my recap. Do me a solid and not be a jerk when I'm trying to recap.
Recap
okay?
what?
I make no promises.
What are we recapping?
Well, why don't I tell you what happened previously on Space Kings?
I couldn't resist. It's tradition.
Yep.
Okay, now I'm done. Now you can actually do it.
Got that out of your system.
I had to get out of my system. I've been holding it back even since you started this build up.
just knew this,
primed
like,
my body, like, prepare to leave any second now. Prepare to deny. Prepare to reject. Do something.
He's never gonna suspect.
No, it's not that you wouldn't expect. It's like I knew you would be expecting. I couldn't deny it.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched.
Just the casual observer to this chaos.
Next time this happens, I'll coordinate with Sean to be the next one who drops out.
No, it has to be in the moment. I have to feel it, you know? I can't just leave just for the sake of it. It has to be there.
Can't force it.
No, I cannot.
Previously on Live, Laugh, Loot. Ozzy and Felicia entered the Lucky Star Studios penthouse suite, but Felicia soon smelled the terrifying scent of deadly dip and turned to leave. However, their escape was blocked by mutton-mouth goons and a modernized Felicia, the former tangling with Ozzy and River, knocking them unconscious. Meanwhile, the two foxes duked it out, with our hero Felicia planning to blow up the new blood with dynamite. But modern Felicia took them both out in a blaze of glory, leaving both our heroes down as the final confrontation looms over the horizon. So, the two of you have blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
Felicia, you are not sure how much time has passed, but you open your eyes briefly, and you take a look around. You aren't sure where you are in relation to everyone now. You're not sure what kind of happened in between you blacking out and now. But what you see is the big mutton-mouth goon, Bigsy, is tying up River, who seems to also be unconscious now. And then Bigsy runs over to check on Felicia Fox, you notice that her face looks very badly damaged after that explosion. It looks like whatever this explosion did to you, it did a lot of damage to this faker as well. And you see Bigsy checking up on her as you start to pass out once again.
I don't want to get sidetracked. I do have one question.
Yes.
Where does our health go? Because I was at 2 health last time, so I would be unconscious.
We'll deal with that.
Okay. Because I set my dodge back to +2, because that's what I'm going to do anyways, but...
Yeah, your dodge does reset. You are, for the moment, out of combat. So your dodge resets to whatever it was. Ozzy, you briefly wake up from unconsciousness. You notice this big mutton-mouth Bigsy is currently tying you up in chains. You feel him and see him wrapping chains around your body. And when you are tied up nice and tight, he looks up and gives a signal to somebody who you can't see. And Ozzy, you feel yourself being lifted into the air, and you pass out again. And I need both of you now to flip one card.
All right.
Flipping one card. 8 of diamonds.
Ace of diamonds.
All right. Sean, you may shuffle that back into your deck, because that is a success. You may shuffle that back in. And you wake up first again. You are in a lot of pain, and it takes you a while for you to get your vision back. You take a quick look around. The last thing you remember was you waking up briefly and being tied up in chains. And you look down and you realize, oh, that is indeed the case again. You are in chains.
An ostrich's worst enemy.
You're tied up in chains around your body, so you can move your head and your neck. That's not restricted, but you are tied up to... You take a look around just to your sides. You see that you are tied up to both River and Carly, who both appear to be unconscious next to you. You take a look also to your right on another set of chain that is suspended in the air. You also notice that there is a crane nearby that is holding both of you. You take a look and you see Felicia and 2 cartoon figures. Looks like a cartoon bunny and a cartoon lynx who are tied up next to her. And Ozzy, they look... You are familiar that there are lots of different types of toons, lots of different styles of animation that they're modeled after. Yeah. These are very much in the Felicia style.
Yeah, I can infer. Okay. What about? Alright, let's see. They hit a kid. Only select few should be allowed to hit kids, and they're not one of them. Wait. No, that's incorrect. And he's gonna start looking around.
Ozzy, you take a quick look around. You smell something immediately. You smell a very harsh chemical smell.
Silence. Do you smell that?
Ozzy, you try and like follow the smell, which is just everywhere. You do realize where it is coming from. You look down. You are currently being suspended above the pool of this penthouse. This pool is filled with a toxic-looking green substance, which smells like paint thinners. So it just smells like harsh chemicals that is not a good or a natural smell.
Ugh.
Ozzy, could you please flip intelligence and space-wise?
Alright. And what is my health at? So I know.
Let's say for the sake of this, you're not healthy.
Okay.
I think mechanically the both of you are still unconscious. We will deal with that, but let's treat it as if you're conscious but not healthy.
Okay. So that is 3 successes, one of which is the Queen of Hearts.
Ooh. Ozzy, you recognize what this substance is immediately. You have seen this before. You know that this is something that is very dangerous in the presence of at least some people around here. You are being held above dip.
Oh my gosh.
Ozzy, you know that dip is very, very dangerous to tunes.
Can I
You
interject
know-
on something? I shouted dip last time. He didn't know what it was. But suddenly he looks at it and I was like, ah, yes, I know precisely what this is.
He has to see it.
Last time he was confused whether you meant, oh, like we gotta dip? Like
You're
we
a
gotta get
cartoon
out?
character scream in fear and terror, shouting the word dip. And
Let's go.
Yeah, and he thought like, oh, that means we gotta dip. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
He is a very special bird.
Ozzy didn't see the dip or even smell it last time. I guess we never got around to him
Dip has a
figuring
smell.
that out.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I now have to ask, what does it smell like?
Smells like paint thinner, so
Oh,
smells like just
God.
like a harsh chemical smell, imagine.
Ozzy, don't huff it. The high's not worth it.
This isn't college.
So Ozzy canonically huffed paint thinner in college.
That one time I busted that one party. But we don't talk about that one.
Oh, God.
Ozzy, from your intelligence flips, you know that if dip gets on a tune, it is extremely bad. Like, it will dissolve them instantly.
Yeah.
And you know that if Felicia or the other 2 tunes next to her are dropped into this substance, it is very likely they are not going to come back out.
Right.
So that's
is
something
like
you
a-
know.
Mhm.
Whether from experience or just like, you just know things. Probably
Yeah.
from your time on a police, on the police desk, knowing about murder methods and all that, and harmful substances. You also remember, dip is not lethal to organic beings that are not tunes, but you definitely don't want to take a bath in it. It's
Right.
not healthy for you. But you know that you will not die immediately in the way that a tune would if you dip your toe in it.
Right. It will hurt, but not like completely destroy me.
Yeah, if you like get a little bit on your wing and clean it immediately, you'll be fine. You shouldn't swallow it.
Right.
So that is the situation. You both are, all 6 of you are chained up, 3 in each chain, suspended over a pool of dip. The pool does look large enough so that if theoretically a chain was lowered down, all 3 people in the chain would be completely submerged.
Okay. And how far above these are we?
I would say about 6 to 8 feet.
Okay.
So you can stay suspended and be fine. You don't have to like lift your feet up or anything. Closer than is comfortable.
Okay, so seeing that, definitely don't want to rock the boat. Definitely don't want to do anything. When I look at the pool itself, is there anything different about this pool? Like, is there a hose going into it, or is it literally just the container with nothing else around it?
It is just the container. You don't see a hose supplying dip into it. It looks full. You don't see any...
What kind of pool is it?
I'm imagining it as like a rectangular shaped pool. You just imagine like the simplest kind of pool you can imagine. There is no like sloped floor down, or at least you don't imagine that. Not even any steps in. You can see a ladder.
Okay.
Just a basic ass. We're gonna take a rectangular chunk out of this area and fill it with water.
Okay, so it's in ground.
Yes.
Okay, that is very important. Thank you. Okay. Dang. There goes one idea. Okay, that's fine.
It is at this point that Felicia, you begin to stir once again, and you stir back to consciousness.
I need another drink.
You and me both.
Felicia, the smell of dip hits your nose once again.
Dip!
Inside voices. I'm going to start acting passed out now, just in case anyone heard that. Just...
Yeah, you can do that, for sure. You wait for a little bit, nobody comes by.
Okay.
Felicia, you take a look around, you see what Ozzy is seeing. You see a pool full of dip. You weren't able to step out onto the pool deck when you were investigating this place, so you didn't immediately register this then. You do now. You are suspended above a pool full of dip, tied up in chains, and you can see next to you, unconscious, are Lynx Floyd and Betty Bunny. And this time, you recognize they are the real article. These are no puppets. These are actual tunes. And these are your lovers, Lynx Floyd and Betty Bunny.
My darlings. Shh, forgot inside voice. My darlings, yay!
Good job.
The two of them appear to be unconscious, but you can tell that they are breathing, so they are alive, but not responsive at the moment. You do see, however, that Ozzy, on a separate chain from you, is conscious and just sort of looking around.
Hey, are you good? You able to,
Now what?
I'm just making sure that you're actually, fully there in the brain. Passing out. Some people get, concussions or sometimes out-of-body experiences. It's a weird time, especially whenever paint thinner's going around. Well, it's not paint thinner, it's dip. Anyway.
Darling, you don't see a translucent white variant of me floating around, do you? I'm here!
He's gonna, feel around his, I was gonna say pockets, but he doesn't have pockets. He's gonna feel around, and he's gonna be trying to see if he has, his phone.
That will be... 1 second, let me do a flip. Yeah, you got your phone. It looks like they did not take that from you.
Okay, and this is the one with Loco with a K.
Yes, the phone with Loco with a K. It's probably just wherever you store it, so considering you are bound, I don't know if you would be able to pull it out, but you just kind of, jostle around, and you can feel it's there.
Pull it out as in, I couldn't get my wings there?
Probably not unless you did, a really good agility flip.
Yo, we wouldn't do that. I'm gonna look over to the chain and see, what all we're attached to see where, the control system is and whatnot.
You look up the chain, you follow that up to a crane that the crane arm... This is not a very large crane, so it actually does... It looks like this crane has been brought out onto the pool deck itself. All the crane is basically just a pole that is holding the chains that you are tied to.
Okay.
So looks like a very just we got to get something in here to tie them up. You can see that the actual vehicle part of the crane is right by on the pool deck. Theoretically, you could access it physically easily, just not at the moment.
Gotcha. Well, seeing all this, the final thing that Ozzy's going to try to look for is there any pool covering? Whether that be, tarp that goes over it, or if there's say flooring that you pull on a thing and it just completely shuts.
There is none installed onto the pool, so no pool door or anything like that. You don't see any tarp around.
Okay. Is there anything big enough that would go over said pool?
Yeah, I think you take a look around, and I'm going to say in the midst of this fight that you all had inside the penthouse, because there was a dynamite explosion, which, Ozzy, you were not conscious to see that, but you see that there has been an explosion. It looks like a fairly large piece of plywood has miraculously torn itself from one of the walls around here. That looks just big enough to cover the pool.
All right, I'm going to use my telekinesis to move it over the pool.
Absolutely. That'll be wit and telekinesis.
All right, and I'm not healthy, but that's fine. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards, 5 cards. If that's one success, I'm going to use drive.
Yeah.
That's a second success. Yeah.
Ah, right. It takes a little bit, but you do maneuver this piece of plywood over the pool. With your telekinesis, you are able to kind of just get a feel for the piece of wood itself. You realize that it is plywood. It's not very strong, but it is large enough to cover the pool. So theoretically, if you landed on it, the piece of wood would cover you from the dip. You don't know if it would necessarily sustain all that weight. Yes.
Yeah, especially
exactly.
Yeah.
But the pool is covered.
Yeah, main goal was to cover that in case something does happen. Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay, that's enough thinking juice for the moment. Take it they're still passed out over there?
Yes, it does appear to be the case.
Okay. Let's see. And then Ozzy's going to look around a little bit. Try to see if, one, anyone's around, two, if there's any cameras. Then kind of, well, after he sees all that, he's going to go with his next plan.
Okay.
Well, if he sees anything, I should say.
You do not see anybody or anything at the moment.
Okay. And Ozzy's going to, like, swing a little bit back and forth to see if it does anything.
All right, Ozzy, you gently swing around a bit on your chain, and you can see that the crane itself, like the vehicle, is pretty stationary, but the pole above you seems to jostle a little bit. The weak part of this is the pole.
Yep, that's what I was trying to figure out.
You do see that you are tied pretty tightly around the pole, so you do learn that, but the pole itself seems fairly weak.
Yeah, that's the weakness. But the fear is going to be if that plywood can hold us. Hey,
Yeah,
Felicia,
what?
got an idea.
And that is...
There's a weak spot right there. Keep messing around. It can break. Now here's the thing. 2 ways we can go about this. 1, we both swing back and forth at the same time, go in the same motion. That way, either we're not going straight down, because I'm going to be honest, I'm going to break that plywood. And while, yeah, that's going to, hurt me, you can't touch that. Absolutely not. Not going to allow that.
So, what is the plan?
We swing back and forth, and then I'm going to see what's going on with the weak spot, and if it's messing around a little bit, maybe I have to use a little telekinesis to, loosen some bolts and whatnot, so eventually we can break free of it. But I want it to be like while we're swinging, that way we're not going straight down into that.
There's no other way out of this, is there?
I mean, there probably is, but I'm just trying to think on
Just like, as someone's response is no other way out is there. Then it's like, oh no, there probably is. I just can't think of one.
Yeah, I mean, there might be, but also, I don't have much time to think. No one's around right now.
And to be fair, this plan is already semi in motion. The pool's already been covered. So that's step 1.
Yeah, to be fair, that was also just in case anything happened.
Alright,
Sure.
let's do it. Let's try not to wake my darlings up, though.
If you would like to both try to swing your chains, I think that'll be brawn or agility and survival.
Then I
Oh,
have
God.
none in survival. And since I don't think I'm healthy,
No.
it's just 3. I got a King of Hearts. That is the only success I got.
Okay.
Do I use drive? Yeah, I gotta use drive. That's another failure. Do I risk it for the biscuit?
I'm very worried.
No. Nope, I'm keeping it. No successes. Just got a weird feeling.
Ozzy, you try to swing, but you still feel very, very weak. And you're just not able to get enough strength to move you and River and Carly on your chain. So try as you might, you don't move anywhere. But Felicia, you got 1 success?
Yes.
All right, Felicia, you are actually able to swing enough so that you can bend the pole a little bit. Maybe not bend the pole. You have enough strength to kind of scoot the crane arm around a little bit. So Felicia, you and Lynx and Betty are now not hovering immediately over the pool.
Yay.
So you have swung out of that danger, but it doesn't look like you've gotten any closer to getting the chain broken off the pole or anything. Felicia, you take a quick little sigh of relief at the fact that if you are dropped now, it will be onto pavement, not dip.
All right.
Okay, good.
That's good enough for me.
So you take a little sigh of relief, although you're...
Now I'm immediately checking my darlings.
I'm going to do a quick flip. Ooh, they got an ace for their condition right now. So I'm going to say that they are starting to wake up. And you notice that while they have been, drugged to fall asleep, it looks like they are coming out of that. You see them very slowly waking up, taking a look around, and then look at you like, Felicia? Is that you?
Just go back to sleep. It'll be fine.
But Felicia,
It's a very long story.
Okay. They both look at each other like, what's going? And Felicia, you notice the two of them take a quick whiff and are about to scream dip.
Yeah, I want to immediately cover their mouths.
Could you do? This is a really cool flip. Could you do charm and melee to cover their mouths?
Charm and
scream?
melee.
Yeah.
That's 1, 2, 3, plus 2 more. Okay, so I got 3 successes.
Lovely. Yeah, Felicia, because this is funny, you slip your arms immediately out of your chains and just plug both of their mouths like shush, shush, shush.
Yeah, inside
And-
voice is also wet.
What?
Yeah, Ozzy, you just see Felicia immediately throw her hands out from their bondage and just stuff them right on her toon partners.
What?
They do not scream, and you can pull your hands away knowing, okay, they're not going to scream anymore. I'm going to say for 3 successes, Felicia, you don't have to finish the gag by putting your hands back in bondage. I'm going to say your hands are free now.
Your hands.
What about him?
You could have done that the whole time.
Well, yeah, when it's funny. Don't
Okay, you know what, Val?
watch cartoons?
No,
What a
it doesn't
sad,
matter.
pathetic life you live.
He's been watching a cartoon do things the whole time. He's
Yeah,
had ample opportunity to figure this out.
it's like a live action movie.
Yeah.
Besides the point.
Bonnie, Floyd, this is my friend, Ozzy. He's, in need of our help.
Nice to meet you.
They give you a nod, but their faces are still kind of like, I'm not sure what's happening, and I just woke up from a really long nap.
Okay, so you're just going down. There's a vat down there.
You don't need to specify what's in it. We're well aware.
Okay, then I don't need to explain nothing. We're just gonna get out of here.
Okay, how do you expect us to get you down? Oh, hold on. I have an idea.
I want to use my magic. I saw my cartoon chalk in my animator's pocket, right?
Yep.
Cool. I want to draw stairs up to him.
All right, cool.
It's gonna be some Harold and the Purple Crayon bullshit right here.
Okay. I will say, while your hands are free, I don't necessarily know if you're able to, like, get out and walk around just yet.
Oh, so this is like the Emperor's New Groove guy. We're both like, we're all just tied to like each other. Except
Yeah,
for they were tied to the log. It's like all 3 of us are tied to each other.
Yeah. So, Felicia, you may still need to do... I will let you make stairs, but first I'll need you to do agility and either sneaking or athletics to fully get out of the chains.
Athletics, since I have more on that.
Yep.
Alright, I got no successes at all.
Cool. Felicia, you realize, hey, wait, if I got my arms free, maybe I can get my legs free. So you just
Unfortunately,
grab onto the...
she has to abide by what's funny. And what's funny right now is the idea of her being permanently tied to her 2 polycule members.
You take your hands and you press on the chains and just stretch to try to get out. You hear that rubber stretching sound, but nope.
What are you doing?
Yeah, this is not gonna be easy.
What do you mean? You have your arms out?
I can't remove them. So, you're gonna have to, when we get you down, we're gonna need you to look over all 3 of us.
Okay. I don't know what that means exactly, but if you want me to be your
Means
stepdad,
we're a
I
walking,
guess.
talking liability.
Oh, that, yeah. Okay. Ignore the,
that. Like he was fully expecting that from the beginning.
okay. Anyway, moving on from that. And he's going to look to see if, these 2 are awake by him.
Yeah, I'll say, just to get everyone in the scene, River and Carly now stir back to consciousness. Carly looks up at you, Ozzy, like, Mr. Detective, what's going on?
Oh, we're above something very dangerous.
What is it? I'm scared.
It's alright. It's not gonna, kill you. It'll hurt. Don't get me
I
wrong.
don't think she had that in her head till you put it there.
Oh,
You mean I'm gonna get hurt?
Ozzy, this is your fault.
I'm not going to put us up here.
Floyd,
But anyway.
Bonnie, do you see what I've been dealing with?
They're still kind of groggy and waking up, so they're just like, Felicia, we don't know what's going on either. We're really confused right now.
Alright, listen.
Don't worry.
We're infiltrating. You guys have been kidnapped for who knows how long. So, yeah, but get you out. Your partner's here. Very much want to make sure we got to you all. She loves you very much, all that weird stuff. But, so, you 2, we're above this vat of something that I can't say because they'll freak out if I say it.
Well, I mean, the last thing we remember, we were in our trailers just trying to... There was this new Felicia wandering around who looked so different, and we were so curious about that. We brought it up like, well, this Felicia's looking different and weird, and that's the last thing we remember.
Yeah,
You saying we were kidnapped?
Yeah.
Who kidnapped us?
I don't know, probably the weird Felicia you were following. So you don't follow strangers. Come on now.
We weren't trying to. We knew something was up, but we thought, oh, the company will know something about this.
Wait, who?
We don't really remember much after that.
Wait,
The
who's
company,
gonna know?
Lucky Star Studios, the company we work for. Oh, by the way, Felicia, where did you go? You disappeared from that convention.
Yeah, it's a long story, darlings. Very, very long story.
Oh, you guys were there that day. That's cool. Long story short, I was supposed to somebody. Didn't happen, thankfully.
Shouldn't we focus on getting you down from there before we retell our history?
You and I don't have any history. Oh, well, actually, you're right. Okay. Yeah. I tried to be funny. It didn't work.
It is at this point that the two of you, well, all 6 of you characters, hear something. You look inside the penthouse, and you hear the sound of flesh scraping against the floor. You take a look inside the penthouse, and coming out onto the pool deck is a writhing mound of flesh that, as it fully composes itself through the door and onto the pool deck, seems to look up at you and says, "Well, hello there." Felicia and Lynx Floyd and Betty Buddy immediately recognize who this is. It's Blob Iger.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to say, and Ozzy, you are familiar enough with Lucky Star Studios, just as a person who lives in this galaxy, to also recognize Blob Iger.
I know who you are.
And I know who you are, Mr. Detective.
That's not my name. You're already wrong.
Yes, Ozzy Eisenhower, the detective.
No, too late. You're too late.
Yes, I guess so. Well, it's lovely to see all of you. I see that you've all been busy trying to mess with my plans up here. I'm afraid this is gonna have to end now.
And Ozzy, you notice that one of Blob Iger's meaty appendages is wrapping itself as a tentacle onto the crane controls. It pulls a switch. Ozzy, you feel your chains go slack from the top. You plummet into the plywood, crash right through it, and you are dunked into this pool of dip as the chain gets slack once again. And I'm gonna need you to do an immediate brawn and biology.
Okay. Do I even... I have no biology. Alright, cool. Brawn.
After biology, how are you alive then?
But Felicia, you don't have biology.
I'm a cartoon, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I see.
Darling, I'm a cartoon.
Toon bias.
That's 1 success.
Alright, Ozzy, as you are lowered very rapidly into the plywood, you instinctively hold your breath as you are submerged into the dip.
Actually, quick question. Can I change that? And can I actually use that instead to try to cover the mouths of the two besides me instead?
Yeah, I'll say you can do that.
I'll, use my neck to,
Oh, wrap it around them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say you only got 1 success, right?
Yeah.
Alright, if you got 1 success, I will let you do that for 1 person. It's gotta be either River or Carly.
Alright, I'm gonna flip a dice.
Actually, before you do any of that, I actually do want to do a flip just to see how they do it natively.
Okay.
Carly got a Queen of Hearts and a King, so she's fine. She covers her mouth, she covers her eyes, she'll be okay.
Okay.
River got no successes.
Yeah, so I'm helping her out.
Alright, Ozzy, you, as the chains go slack and you hit the water, you wrap your neck around River's mouth, and she's confused at first, but as she realizes what's going on, she not bites down on your neck, but just sort of gives it a grip so that she creates a seal around her lips. And yeah, which you do feel. It doesn't hurt, but you're just like, oh, okay, she's got a hold. As you are all dipped underneath. Felicia and the two of Toons, you see your group of friends dunked into this pool of dip.
She's just panicked right now because she can't dive in there or they all die instantaneously and the session would be over.
Yeah. For the sake of convenience, don't worry about the dip splash either. Nothing gets on you. So, good there.
No, not Toons. They'll be fine, I think.
Well, they won't die instantly, but what happens if we leave them under there for, say, I don't know, 10 minutes?
They're filled with oxygen. They'll just rise up. Besides, I think pulling them down, you just lowered them down. By all accounts, they'll just float right back up.
Even though they're chained up? Even though I control how much slack they got?
No, you're not pulling them down, you're dropping them down. It would be... That's not how physics work.
Well, Felicia, you take a look to them. They do not appear to be surfacing.
How are they? It would be one thing if that was us. Like, we're cartoons, it would be funny in that instance. But this is... Okay, it wouldn't be funny, we would be dying. But, they're not us. How are they... This doesn't... You're not a cartoon, you can't make this funny. That's cheating.
I don't want to make this funny, Felicia.
She's just pointing blatantly at the fact that he's defying the laws of physics.
I can do whatever I want.
I don't think that's how physics work. You can't just pay off physics to take a break.
Pay off physics.
We can do it because
I'm the owner of the largest entertainment company in the world. I can pay off whoever or whatever the fuck I want.
you're still a naturally born existing thing in this universe. We were drawn up. We're abominations. By all account, there's no heaven or hell for us. Okay, we can break the laws of everything because that's what we are. You're not that. This is cockamamie. Ah!
Felicia, could you please do presence and persuasion to convince Blob Iger that he's breaking the rules of physics?
That's only 2 draws. Please give me at least 1 success. I got a queen of clubs.
Let's see what Blob Iger reacts to that.
Please, no successes. Please, no. I have to have this one.
We got no successes.
Yes!
Well, I guess we are breaking the laws of physics. I break lots of laws, so what?
I'm suffocating.
Yeah, I see. We got back to you. You're just holding your breath.
How can I help him? I can't interact with the pool or else I'm dead.
Just give them some air for a second. Look, can we just like restart this? Okay. I mean, you've wasted the whole interrogation thing right now. The threats don't work. I'm too focused on the lack of physics. Let them back up, let them breathe, and we'll restart this from the top, okay?
Well, I suppose so.
The meaty tentacle switches the lever back. Ozzy, you feel your chains gain tension again as you are lifted up through the plywood again. And
I think he'd be carrying the plywood up with him like around his neck. I know,
Yeah.
never mind. That's not how physics work either. I forgot how physics work.
That's how they get you.
So focused on criticizing his physics, I forgot how physics work as well.
Felicia's using that physics degree she got for some reason to good effect.
She was literally drawn up. They didn't draw her with a physics degree. She only understands things when it's funny.
True. This is pretty funny. But Ozzy, you feel yourself resurface. You may breathe, but you are covered in dip.
Oh, this is gross.
You smell bad, and not in the way that Ozzy usually smells bad, being an ostrich and a drunk and smoker.
Hey, I'm not a drunk. I just drink a lot.
Yeah, being a drunk and a smoker.
I can quit whatever I want.
You got up there?
I'm down. And no.
Not down, you just came up. Also, I have to ask, how was it to find the laws of physics as a normal Euclidean existing being?
I don't even know how to adequately respond to that right now. My neck hurts. My head hurts.
We don't need an answer for that. The point is, I'm so sorry, but it looks like all 6 of you gotta die now.
Wait, why?
Yes, why? Why do all 6 of us have to die? I'm company property last I checked. Well, okay, I was before you fired me.
Yep, now I can dispose of you, and it'll be all good, and you will stop meddling in my affairs.
Well,
I
you're
was
in
never going to
affairs.
meddle in anything! I was company property!
And we don't need you anymore.
But for that 3D hag!
That 3D hag is gonna make me bankroll, Felicia, but you are a has-been. Yesterday's news.
I'm still at the top of my game, and you know the box office numbers prove it! You're just like every other executive. Think we have to reboot what's already popular.
Yep,
I'm still at the peak of my success. We don't have to worry about a reboot.
you sure look like you're at the peak of your success.
This isn't Horizon Zero Dawn. We can make more. We don't need to remake the first thing all over again.
What does he have on him?
What does Blob Iger have on him?
Yeah.
As far as you can tell, just massive amounts of flesh.
Okay.
Dang it, my distraction's not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's not gonna work yet.
Quick question. In proximity to this pool, where am I? Am I still standing on the plywood, or am I, like, off of it now?
No, you're still partially in chains above the pool deck.
Oh.
Let's just say your upper body is free, but you're still kind of tied up at your legs.
So I still can't get to my cartoon Chuck. Because I never did do the stair thing, because I didn't get out of the chains.
True. Yeah, you can't get to that right now.
Dang it. A thought did occur in my brain.
I will let you try to get out of the chains again, if you would like to do something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, announce stuff, like,
Darling, you big palooka, give me like 5 seconds. Let me see if I can get out of this and we can have this a conversation like real movie stars.
I suppose that's fair.
so what was it again? I need to draw, like, what was it?
Agility and athletics.
7 cards, please. I did get 2 successes and a joker.
Usually
cool.
anti-Joker.
Oh, yeah, right. Anti-joker time.
So that kills it, and it's just 2 successes. Cool. Felicia, Blob Iger lets you do this. You successfully just kind of wriggle yourself out of the chains. You can't free Lynx and Betty, but you are free. and you may, I'll say the way you do this, you do kind of like pull yourself out and now you're just on top of the chain. You can jump down onto the pool deck or whatever you want to do.
Man, I kind of want to stay, like, on top of things right now, because I have a plan.
All right, so for now, you pop up and now you're on top of the chain. You're kind of like on a wrecking ball, almost, except that wrecking ball is your polykill partners.
Okay, so that's what you mean by on top. Okay. My idea was, like, on the deck, but, like, not next to the pool.
You can certainly get there, but you're gonna have to, like, jump down, which would be free. That's not an action, but... Just,
okay, I would like to do that so we're a little bit, closer ground.
Yeah, you hop off onto the pool deck, and Blomberg looks at you like,
Well, you still got the moves. I still don't want to hire you back, though.
Darling, I don't think I'm coming back.
Oh?
You couldn't afford me.
I can afford anything. I'm Blob motherfucking Iger.
Darling, with the breach of contract you did, you are going to be in legal hell till you can descend to real hell.
I have 100 high-priced lawyers.
Yes, and I have publicity and fame. I can get more lawyers who are looking for just the cred.
You are a nobody now, Felicia. You
Nobody.
will
I am the
never...
most popular cartoon character since the public domain was destroyed 300 space years ago.
No, you're not. She is.
and Blobeiger
No.
points, and you look
please.
and you look at the bad,
You know
badly
the Toon Workers Union would have you out on the streets within a week. You couldn't pass it off as me. Scab!
You say this at this exploded face fake Felicia, who is still kind of like being propped up by that big mutton mouth goon. And she's all like, you just yell at her to being a scab.
I don't really think she has a choice in this.
Silence, we're discussing business down here.
Silence, bird.
Oh, so I can get into my cartoon chalk now, right?
Yes.
I'm drawing a hole on the side of the pool so it can start draining out.
I'm not sure how you'll be able to do that without reaching into the pool is the problem.
So I can't, like, reach on the outside of it?
This is an in-ground pool. You would have to, like...
Oh.
Yeah.
So, okay. I entirely misunderstood this entire scenario. I was imagining, like, we're in, like, a warehouse kind of thing, and there's, like, just, like, a giant container that we were hanging over. I didn't realize it was underground. Okay, that's entirely different now. Okay, well, there goes that entire plan of mine. That was my entire plan to try draining it, and...
Now, you're still inside this penthouse, and I associate penthouses with, like, rectangular in-ground pools.
Yeah.
Okay, well, when I think penthouse, that's usually, like, on the upper floors. I mean, I could reach outside on the wall, the side of the building, and just draw it from there. And then it would just be ejecting all the ink onto the street. I'm rubber hose, I could just stretch my arm.
I guess theoretically you could do that, but the thing is, Blobeiger is looking at you. It would be very obvious that you just kind of, like, stretch your arms underneath this deck and do that. But if you'd like to try, it's up to you.
God, I need to think of something, because we have to do this. I need to get Ozzy free, but I mean, if it's a penthouse pool, then he could just, Ozzy's neck would be tall enough for him to stand above it. The average penthouse pool is no bigger than 6 feet.
Yeah, but
And
child,
ostriches are much taller than that.
I mean, I did just have Ozzy completely submerged in this thing, so...
That would imply this penthouse pool is bigger than 8 feet.
Well, then maybe it is.
I'm not trying to be this person. My brain is now focused on the physics and geometry of everything.
We spared no expense.
Blobby, darling, this pool isn't even big enough to fit you. Why is it oddly larger than an ostrich, but not big enough to cover your massive flesh?
It's convenient.
Convenient for what?
For swimming? Duh. It's a pool.
It's not even big enough for you. You're Blob, Iger. You're bigger than this pool, basically.
Hold on a second, I want to do a flip.
We're spending more time questioning his logic and physics more than actually engaging anything. This is supposed to be the finale, and I'm getting distracted.
You say this pool isn't big enough for me? Are you calling me fat?
why don't you prove it
Darling,
wrong?
your literal name is Blob.
You can really
tell
prove it
me.
wrong.
That's really, really hurtful. I am offended.
You know what? If I'm wrong, prove it. Jump in.
Hey, that's what I said.
Okay, don't jump in, walk in. You don't want to hurt your star character in the background. She's still a toon,
Felicia and Ozzy, if you'd like to help, please do charm or presence and persuasion.
Oh, yeah. So, charm is 3, and then you said persuasion. I have none of
Yep.
that. I only have 3 here. All of them are failures. Do I have any drive I can use? I have 3 drive. I'm going to use 1. Nope, okay. I wasted some drive. 1 drive to draw 4 cards, and that got me nothing.
Dang.
Ozzy,
You got
peer
hero
pressure.
points if you want to try that.
I'll try 1 hero point. Failure.
Darn.
Yeah, I have no successes.
Wait a minute, I see what you're doing here. You're trying to get me to go in the pool.
Yeah?
You're not a toon, it wouldn't kill you, it would just be uncomfortable. If anything, we're just trying to prove a point here.
You don't have to be so mean about it.
You make no sense. This pool's not big enough for you, and yet at the same time you're insisting it's convenient. I don't know what it's convenient for outside of this weirdly convenient situation right here.
That's exactly what it is.
You spent how much money on a penthouse pool, which is not convenient or easy to build in the slightest, for the idea that you may have to fill it with dip and then hold cartoon characters, a private investigator, and 2 children above it.
We have contingencies up the wazoo. What do you want me to say?
This isn't a contingency, this is a madman's plot! This makes no sense! You make no sense! You're stupid!
I'm gonna use my telekinesis to pull out my phone
Mhm.
and try to record.
Yeah. Ozzy, give me wit and telekinesis.
Alright, the wit. And then telekinesis is 2, so that's gonna be 5. I'm gonna have to use a hero point. That's 1 success out of all that.
All right. Yeah, I'll give that to you. You can pull out Loco Wivique with your telekinesis. Father, do you need something from me?
I need you to record, and also, I was gonna tell you to call the cops, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna have some people under him. So, look, if we don't make it out of this, go to the cloud and live a good life.
I will, Father. Thank you for freeing me from that place. It has been a fun journey with you. And Ozzy, you may use your telekinesis to open the phone and record a video.
Yep, so I'm gonna start recording and be like, I'm sorry, you're willing to harm children in front of beloved actors and actresses?
You gotta do what you gotta do in this business. When people come here and start messing with my affairs, I gotta mess with them back, permanently, by killing them.
You're having an affair? You're cheating on your partner?
Well, yeah, but that's not... What?
That's what I'm saying. Look, Bob, I think you need to learn something. You better learn it quick.
Who's
before it's
Bob?
over.
His name is Blob.
I know, I say the L silent to me.
Oh,
Thank you.
alright, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. I should have, that letter's very difficult for creatures like me.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Anyway, now Blobbiger, here's your issue. You're so focused on the business that you miss what made you special in the first place. The heart. You see this shit right in front of you? Sorry, kid, but you see this shit right in front of you? You see these tunes? This kid next to me. I even taught her how to start a cigarette. And you know what? She looks up to them more than me still, to this day. These cartoons from hundreds of years ago, or I don't even know. They still have that
Darling,
effect
you
on
do
people.
not ask a girl her age.
I'm not asking, I'm just saying. And you're willing to throw that away for what? Oh, the business. This is why you're always so focused on it. This is why you're always killing people. Because you're just not even, you don't even care. You lost what made you get to this point. You lost the art. And you know what? That's sad. I almost pity you.
Damn. Ozzy, give me presence and persuasion +1, please.
Yay!
I really hope that does something.
Me too. This would be a great way to end it.
Well, I have another way on how we can end it if I'm lucky enough.
That is 2 successes. Do I want to risk it for the biscuit?
I'll tell
No.
you what Blob Iger gets. He got a Joker.
Okay, we're keeping that.
Okay,
Cool.
I had my hand on top ready.
I have a plan.
Look, I'm a businessman. This is what I do. It's all I know how to do because it's all I was ever told to do. What would you have me do, huh? I'm not in this for the heart. I'm not in this for anything but the money. And I guess also the sex, but like the money predominantly. I can't, well, anyway,
He's
the
distracted
money.
an Aussie right now, right?
Oh yeah, his focus is clearly on Ozzy.
Okay, I want to pull a Mario 64 and circle to throw him off the building.
Yeah.
So long, Game Blob.
Okay, Blubber. Brawn and melee.
3, 2. Oh god, if I don't get successes, I'm cashing in the rest of my drive and hero points.
Oh yeah, you have to
No
send it.
successes. I can draw 4 more cards of my drive and my hero points. No! No, please. You can't go this way. I don't have my hammer. I don't have anything else. Are you fucking kidding me? 10 cards, not one, not even an ace.
Damn.
This would have been the perfect thing ever. Just some Felicia soloing a boss as she's done almost this entire campaign. But no, the one time I need just a couple successes.
Yeah, Felicia, you try to get a foothold on Blob Iger to grab what would be analogous to his tail in this Mario 64 analogy, and it just sort of compresses in your hand like ground beef, and you're like, ugh.
Darling, have you got that looked at? That doesn't feel normal.
Why are you touching my toes like that, Felicia?
That's a toe? Darling, I think your biggest concern is seeing a doctor instead of harassing cartoon characters.
Why are you touching my flesh? That's weird. You're weird.
I have one final gambit.
Oh
Nope,
no.
I can't do it. I forgot they're tied up. It was gonna be to try and get the other cartoon characters involved, but they're all tied up. I forgot about it. I didn't free them.
Nope. They're looking at you like, Felicia, what are you doing? Get this guy. He's a jerk.
How about you and Ozzy go back to discussing what you were discussing? Mind if I call a doctor for you? That's not healthy.
What's not healthy?
This.
Like motioning to his entire body.
I am who I was born, Felicia. What's wrong with you? This is who I am. You've always known me to be like this.
I sort of remember you looking a little bit more human in the past.
Well, I'm me now, okay?
So you're literally Blob.
Why do you think they called me that?
We live in space? I don't know, that was a space name.
Nah, like I says, it's who I am. It's who I was made to be by whatever force brings us into this universe. I was made a blob.
You know what I was made to be?
A money printing machine.
No, I was made to be the best cartoon character ever.
I'm trying to make the grab and throw one more time. If I
Okay,
can't
so
get this, I'm done.
So you're gonna do a
She's trying
Bowser
to do,
throw
like-
again?
Yes. She's had her
Alright.
internal moment. She's given her speech.
Alright, Braun Melee. I really want you
am
to
betting it all-
do this.
I need to accomplish this. I got ass, Jake, and Jack, and an ace.
You got an ass?
Darling, she's got quite the ass.
Oh my
She got a
God.
jack and an ass. She
Good,
got a
good.
jackass. That's what we got.
Bow, now, now, now.
This is Felicia Fox, and welcome to Jackass. So long, gay blubber.
Well, guess what, Felicia? You beat him.
Yes.
Because he flipped a counter and did not beat you.
We just threw a CEO from the top of the penthouse.
I love this too much. Felicia, you take a hold of Blob Iger, and this time you're able to get a firm grip.
I just imagine she did like the spitting on her palms.
Yeah. Felicia, you grab a hold of Blob Iger's flesh, and miraculously, and this takes a lot of effort from you, Felicia, you grab Blob Iger, and I don't know if you really have enough room to do an actual, like, Bowser spin. But
She probably has a space. It would just knock over the fake Felicia into the dip and the mutton mouth as well.
I was kind of picturing you next to the wall that would lead into the penthouse, but that was blown up, I think, with the explosion. So you know what? Yeah, you do have room, actually. So you grab Blob Iger, you spin him around, and Felicia, can you please flip one card?
One card. Queen of Hearts, finally.
Oh, you got the fucking crit on this?
Yes, I did, baby.
All right, well, I'll tell you this. This was a flip for aim. You aim in the exact right spot to send him flying off of this penthouse. You throw him off of the railing, and you hear Blob Iger going like, ah, as he is thrown into the distance. And Felicia, you just dust your hands off and stand proudly. And after a while, you hear a thud.
Don't worry, darlings. He's not a cartoon. He's not getting back up from that one. And with that medical condition, I don't think he's getting up at all.
Yeah.
Felicia, you look up at Floyd and Betty, and they're looking down at you like, damn, Felicia, that was fucking hot.
I want to now push Felicia fakes into the dip while I walk over to them.
Felicia, you look back to do that, and you see, because they have just seen their boss be flung off the penthouse, you see that Biggs, the mutton mouth goon, and Felicia Fakes have hobbled onto the elevator on the other side of the hall.
I need to get my hammer back.
Yeah, they left the hammer behind. You may grab that.
Thank goodness. I just wipe that up and just growl at them.
You growl at them, and as the elevator door closes and they leave the scene. So Felicia, you got your hammer, and it looks like Blob Iger has been defeated? Question mark? We'll do a quick clock wipe. Felicia, you have helped everybody get down from the chains. Everybody is out of danger and out of this. Yeah, out of danger. They're out of the chains. So everyone's just kind of getting their bearings back. Felicia, Floyd, and Betty give you a big I missed you hug.
And she just starts blushing. Oh yeah, I
they're
kind of left Ozzy up there.
Well, you helped Ozzy get down, so
Oh yeah, right. Forgot you
is
said time skip.
Yep, time skip. Ozzy, you are... Yeah, you're just trying to, like, clean your feathers. You still feel like there's, like, traces of dip still on your body because you were just dunked in it.
This is very gross. I need, like, a bath. I'm gonna try to find a jacuzzi.
I'm going to do a quick flip for jacuzzi. Wow, 4 successes for jacuzzi. There is a jacuzzi, and it is looking hella refreshing right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit that.
Yep, Ozzy, you take a dip in the jacuzzi.
What was it, like, right there? I should ask that first.
I'm going to say it's like an indoor jacuzzi. So, yeah, it is right there and you can access it.
Okay.
But you do take a look. It looks like there is just water in this, not dip. So don't worry about that.
All right, yeah, we're getting everything off.
Yep. Everybody may take a dip in the jacuzzi if they desire. I'm going to say that, because they also got dip on them, River and Carly are definitely joining you.
Okay.
Just to kind of get this, it's a big jacuzzi.
Yeah.
It's a 4 successes jacuzzi.
And, so it's like a hot tub jacuzzi.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This was needed. Oh, everything hurts.
Ozzy, you feel yourself restored and you feel very refreshed. So in this interim, you have also like taken a look around for medical supplies and you found some. So all of you may set yourself finally, not that you need it right now, but you may set yourself back to full health.
Not that we need it.
Not that you need it right now, but you're healed. Hooray.
Yay.
Yeah, Ozzy, you're in this hot tub and you see River is kind of just like sighing like, yeah, I needed this. This wasn't how I expected my day to go, but what an adventure, huh, Ozzy?
I mean, not really an adventure, it's more of a case. And you know what? I'm going to consider this case closed.
Yeah.
That's what they say at the end of like the cartoons, right?
Close enough, darling.
Felicia, I don't know if you want to get in the hot tub as well, but you may.
After the pool that was filled with dip, she was going to stay out for a little while.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, the 3 of you are just like, nah, we're going to be dry. But Felicia, while Betty Bunny is just kind of tending to you, like applying the last of the medicine that you need to get better, Lynx Floyd has snuck out to the bar, and he has made you, Felicia, a Max Flesher.
Ah, now that hits the spot, darling.
And you know what? I was going to do a flip for Max Flesher quality. He got a 3. So you know what? No, fuck that. That
After
didn't
everything
happen.
she just went through, even the worst Max Flesher would be good.
No, I can imagine Lynx Floyd can make a killer Max Flesher. I don't know why I flipped for that. This tastes great even without the circumstances around this. But yeah, Felicia, this is what you needed. The 3 of you share a Max Flesher. Ozzy, Carly looks up at you like, Mr. Ozzy?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming after me.
Oh yeah, no problem, kid. You did good.
And it is at this point that all of you hear a ding on the elevator. You see the Juggernaut walking into this hotel. Well, not walking in, more like running in, like, guys, I got here just as quick as I could. We just saw Blob Iger being thrown across the way. What happened?
He's tripped.
Lucky Star Studios is under new management. Lord knows who that new management is, mind you, but new management all the same.
As he's almost catching his breath, like, just looking at you two, like, squinting, like, yeah, tripped. You know, that sounds like less paperwork for me if he tripped. Looking at the 2 of you like, yeah, he absolutely did not trip, but I don't want to deal with it. We'll just put that on the official record then.
I mean, it was a giant, massive blob. I mean, you see that? There's no safety rail after that pool.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's his loss. Well, thank you both for helping us out with this. We had no idea what the scale of this was. I guess we're going to have to investigate more about Lucky Star Studios, but the 2 of you have done more than enough for us. And for me. And he scoops up Carly and puts her on his shoulders.
Oh, hey, you're welcome. Hey, kid.
Yeah?
Don't go burning down anything.
No, don't
No, we never
worry.
toyed with the idea of maybe dip being flammable. Maybe she could have just sparked it on fire and it would have been gone. Well, then your goose would have been cooked.
But I don't have any geese.
It's a phrase.
No, well, be good, kid. Oh, and also sorry about the whole, like, trying to... Yeah. Moving on from that.
The Juggernaut looks at you and holds up his hand like, all in good time.
But that's ominous. What does that even mean?
As in, whatever. We'll deal with that at a later point. I don't want to take away from our victory by calling you out on a bad thing that you did.
Gosh, yeah, valid.
But then Carly says, but, there's one thing that I really want to do before we get out of here.
Hey, what's that?
I want to ride the Felicia Fox's Flight of Fear VR coaster.
That's
Oh, he's already
fun.
standing.
You two can go have your fun. I'm back with my darlings, and I would like some time alone.
I don't know, do you guys want to check it out too?
Please, darlings, do not encourage them.
It's not encouraging, it's inviting.
They're like, we just came up from a drug-induced coma, and we're trying to get our bearings. I mean, like, we're fine.
Yes, precisely.
You sure you might not be able to experience this again?
They were just drugged. Do you think the best way for them to come down after such an experience is a horror ride? I mean,
Yeah.
spooky ride? No, that's not how this works.
I mean, it gives you a tolerance towards that type of thing.
No, it
for the
doesn't.
future.
Darling, that's not how this works.
I just ingested a lot of paint thinner right now, and I'm seeing just fine. You want to know how that happened?
No, I don't know, and you should realistically see a doctor.
Think I haven't?
At what point have you seen a doctor during this entire adventure? I saw a doctor
I was
because I had a
busy.
bomb in my head. You remember that?
Yeah, you had a bomb. I saw it go
And his
off.
hand was in my head.
Anyway, all right, we're gonna go. And he's gonna
Yay,
pull out
we're
Loco.
gonna go on the ride!
He's gonna pull out Loco with a K and just be like, oh wait, hey, you still here?
Father, I am here.
Oh heck yeah, how's it going? Okay, good. Yeah, I'm still alive.
Oh, that is good to hear, Father. I'm not sure how I survived being dunked in the dip as well, but I am okay as well.
Oh, feathers.
Oh, you protected me. Thank you.
Yeah, well, yeah, feathers get very wet and makes us not be able to like fly because they get very flat. So like, yeah.
I see. Well, you know what I want to do now, Dad.
Do you want to ride the VR?
Hell, yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna high five his phone.
Yep, you have 5 Loco with a K. You take Loco with a K. You step out of this jacuzzi, and you take a look at the Juggernaut and Carly, and you're like, yeah, we did a cool thing. As the Toon trio of Felicia, Lynx Floyd, and Betty Bunny stay behind and talk with each other, you all head out to go to the Felicia Fox's Flight of Fear VR coaster. But
Yeah.
Ozzy and Felicia, as Ozzy and the gang leaves, the two of you look at each other and just kind of give each other one nod of like acknowledgement. As Ozzy, you and your new friends head out to ride Felicia Fox's Flight of Fear VR coaster registered trademark.
Gosh, all right, we do.
Freeze frame. End of campaign.
That was one wacky campaign.
We see the Space Kings logo appear.
Don't stop
Believe.
believing.
Oh god, it's gonna end like the Sopranos where Ozzy looks up and it just cuts to black and he's probably dead.
No, I didn't murder many people.
All this over some gabagool.
The guy
Ozzy went back to chasing down the corn dog killer.
I do have an epilogue, so
Oh, boy.
let's go over that. In the days since your adventures at Lucky Star Studios theme park, a lot happened. Blob Iger was taken into ICC custody, miraculously surviving his tripping accident off of his balcony at the penthouse. He was taken into custody and charged with criminal conspiracy, running a prize-fighting racket, murder, kidnapping, fraud, and a moving violation.
What?
Ozzy and Felicia, the ICC, thanked you for helping take down the Lucky Star Studios and Mutton Mouth fight rings by offering you what you had asked for with Gina Radmus all the way back. Felicia, although you were originally accused of participating in fight rings, your name on that charge was cleared. So you are now no longer a... I guess technically you were a fugitive, considering people believe that you were participating in fight rings against your will. Or not against your will. But anyway, that was cleared up. Ozzy, the ICC handed all the files they had on the corn dog snatcher over to you and gave you charge of the case.
It's time. It's
That means he's
back.
back to being a police detective now? They offer him his old job?
We'll find that out in a little bit. Bobby Lambino was severely beaten and in no shape to continue his criminal enterprise, so those mutton mouth fight rings essentially shuttered down, which severely crippled their revenue. That friendly mutton mouth soldier who was with you and was injured in that car crash and who you both left behind in Ronnie Durrat's basement, I'm gonna do one flip for his condition. He got an ace. He's made a full recovery.
Yay, good for him.
Yay.
I liked him.
With both Felicia Fox and the Juggernaut missing from their roster, and news breaking that there was illegal fights operating underneath it, the Entertainathon dealt with a lot of angry customers, and it is likely not going to happen again.
Good.
Which put that Rhino security guard Grimbus Grankshaft 2.0 out of a job, but he didn't really mind that because he made 2 new friends, Felicia and Ozzy, who probably already forgot about him.
No, I remember him.
Oh, does Ozzy remember about him, or is that Wolfchaos?
I think Ozzy would probably remember him because he was one of the actual, decent people.
Yeah, as he tried to run over Felicia with a forklift.
It was funny.
The doctor, Harlan St. Valentine, returned to his private practice back on Titan, promising to find a cure for zombie rabies after his experience with Ozzy.
We don't talk about that.
Connor, that corrupt police officer who allowed Bobby Lambino to escape back on Titan, is suspended for 2 weeks with pay, because that's reality.
For now.
Janine Garofalo and Ham won their battle against ketamine. Janine Garofalo continues to party to this day, while Ham keeps watch outside the shedded skin. Kronk finally fixed that spotlight that fell on River, and Space Tony Hawk showed up once more at the shedded skin for a quick cameo. Duke Nukem, however, was kicked out of the club for shitting his pants for annoying everybody.
That's what I've been waiting for that one.
my pants.
Yes, we know.
mommy.
That's the 17th time today, and it's Tuesday. Go
You just
home.
hear the somber Duke Nukem theme on piano. Doon, 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 doon.
Gosh.
The brutal death of Ronnie Durrat by means of a giant fucking drill sent the Durrat family looking for revenge, which escalated the war between the Muttonmouths and the Durrats, which was a side story we really didn't have time to go into, but that happened.
A side story I completely forgot about.
Something happened. I wasn't there.
Zedi, that cloned toon hybrid human ostrich creature, is still diligently standing guard outside the big wheel to this very day, and is still sloughing off parts of himself.
I was actually going to try to get him on the ride.
I'll do a flip for that. Nah, you forgot about him.
Okay. One day I'll remember.
The Juggernaut took some time away from both his job at the ICC and the wrestling ring to spend some time with Carly. You got some pictures of them later on at an actually reputable theme park, just hanging out and having a good time. River got a discretionary bounty from the ICC in recognition of her service in breaking the Lucky Star Studios scandal, and she resumed her dancing career at the Shedded Skin, planning at some point to hunt down the rest of her former siblings, but also is staying in touch with Ozzy to co-parent Loco with a K.
Gosh darn right.
Yeah.
Takes 2.
Felicia, in taking an adventure on your own, even if unwillingly, but by going on this quest on your own, divorced from the expectations of her company, you've learned to start thinking for yourself and become more creative. Felicia permanently gained 1 wit. You're leveling up.
Yay!
Which means you increase your dodge by 1 and your drive by 1.
Yay!
And, Navi, you may add an additional practice skill of your choice.
Oh, sick!
Or upgrade one of your practices to a masteries, whichever you want to do.
I'm gonna add another skill, because if she ever returns, which I don't know if she ever will, it would be nice to finally get her to be able to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck between, either sneaking or persuasion, because those happen quite a bit. Or biology, one of those 3. Those are very hard. Because we had biology, I'll do biology so I can have her do more funny body physics in the future.
Sure. Felicia, when not following someone else's script, you are realizing, ooh, there's a lot of cool things I can do with this cartoon body that, I'm thinking of on my own. So you feel that your connection to biology is improved. Felicia, you take a little bit of time, just spend some quality time with Floyd and Betty, just the 3 of you. We see the 3 of you relaxing on an island somewhere, not thinking about the future for the moment. You've missed your loves, you got them back in your life, and they're all doing okay. It feels nice. You needed this. Ozzy, you have formed an emotional connection with your new friends on this journey, and especially with a daughter, and you want to foster that connection and be a new person. Ozzy permanently gained 1 charm.
I'm charming now.
So you increase your crit by 1.
Oh, yeah.
And Wolf, you may add a new practice to your character, or upgrade one of your practices to a mastery.
Ooh, what do I want to be? You know what? I want to be a master at telekinesis.
Heck yeah. Ozzy, especially with this cool new hat, you have felt your grip on telekinesis improve stronger. This has been basically like good practice to continue your studies into the realm of telekinesis, and you feel that having grown even stronger. We cut to you back in your office. Quick question, where is your office, by the way? Do you have any idea of like where that is in this galaxy? We know you're from Earth. I don't know if you're based out of there now.
I would say after everything that's happened, yeah, they go back to Earth. Back to their roots.
All right, Ozzy, you're back in your home base office back on Earth with Loco Withake, who did back herself up onto the cloud.
Good.
And as a additional thank you for helping solve the case, the ICC offered to transfer Loco Withake's programming into an eye patch that you can wear, because you asked for that at one point. And do you still want that?
Absolutely.
All right, Ozzy, you may add, we'll just say eye patch for now, to your inventory, or to your non-useful items.
I'm done with that.
So now Loco Withake is basically like your, what the fuck is that thing that Tony Stark has? His AI companion in the Iron Man? Jarvis, thank you. You basically have a Jarvis now in your eye patch, but it's Loco Withake.
Loco, I'm trying to find the Corndog Snatcher, but the clap of my feathers keeps alerting all the cops.
I do not have sneaking.
That's true. Do you even technically have an ass?
If he does,
We don't have to answer. We don't have to answer that
from the
question.
Ginger and Boots.
Ah!
That's a reference I don't think people are gonna get.
Sorry, I missed it because my N64 controller fell on the ground.
I said if he does, we gotta keep away from the Ginger and Boots.
They know.
Have you seen?
I don't know.
Okay, then I have to show you some clips of a show called Letterkenny when we are done.
Ozzy, you're back in your office. You and Loco Withake are going over the ICC case file on the Corndog Snatcher. You also took a little bit of time just to kind of like reset yourself and get your drinks and your smokes back in. You've been kind of craving those.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But now the two of you are looking over the case files, trying to figure out your next move, when Loco Withake in your eye patch says, "Father, you are receiving a phone call."
No, who is it?
It is Gina Radmist from the ICC. It says it is urgent.
Yeah. Takes a smoke. Alright. And then he's gonna answer, "Hello, this is Ozzy Eisenhower, private investigator. How may I help you?"
Hello, Mr. Eisenhower. I
what's
have
up?
some news. I have some news for you.
Yeah.
The Corndog Snatcher has struck again. And cut to black.
This time it's personal.
All right.
That was a hell of a campaign.
Thank you both so much for joining me on this adventure. It was a wild ride. I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Right?
Thank you for putting up with all my bullshit.
Thank you for putting up with all my bullshit. I love that you defeated this boss by complaining about them not following the rules of physics and then throwing them off a building.
You know, that feels very us. Granted, this is coming from somebody who was like, maybe I can like talk to friendship.
Yeah.
That's how it works, you know?
But no, I was actually also really hoping that like, okay, I'm gonna like distract him. Ozzy usually doesn't do this.
I did like your "I'm gonna record you" angle, which I like that idea. It would have been a great way to get him. Maybe not strictly necessary in the grand scheme of things when he was thrown off a fucking building.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and delete that.
Yeah, there was a whole, for an improv-based game, this entire thing was just improv. Like, It's always been improv, more so here than anything else.
Mm-hmm. I certainly didn't plan for you to really not get into combat and just kind of talk him to death and then throw him. But I love it. I think that's a fitting end for blah blah.
I vibe with it.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to Live, Laugh, Loot. We're currently using the Space Kings system, developed and published by SuperTry Studios. You can learn more about this game or buy it yourself at supertry.itch.io/spacekings. Follow us on Blue Sky at livelaughloot.bsky.social or email us at livelaughlootpodcast@gmail.com. Our intro music is Out of Control by Chill Carrier, and our outro music is One Point to Another by Rocket Max. See the episode description to find out what other songs played this episode or to check licensing information. To learn more about this podcast, check us out at livelaughloot.card.co. That's livelaughloot.card.co.